Hello, welcome to our latest Manchester United transfer news update. Ruben Amorim's scouting mission sees Man United manager step-up chase for familiar pair. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has reportedly instructed scouts to cast their eye over FC Porto stars Francisco Moura and Samu Agahoa after coming up against the duo during his Sporting Lisbon days. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim is reportedly stepping up his interest in two Portugal-based forwards after the club sent scouts to watch Porto stars Francisco Moura and Samu Agahoa last week. The Portuguese is up and running at Old Trafford after registering back-to-back wins over Bodo/Glimt and Everton, and will now be eager to bolster his side in January to ensure the squad has enough quality to keep up their momentum. According to the Daily Mail, Amorim has already instructed scouts to cast their eye over two Porto players he has come up against in the past during his Sporting Lisbon days. United scouts are said to have watched Moura and Agahoa, who recently changed his last name from Omarodian in homage to his mother, during Porto's 2-0 win over Amorim's old side Casa Pia in the Portuguese Primeira Liga on Monday night. Agahoa came close to joining Chelsea this summer after seeing a move to Stamford Bridge collapse at the last minute. The Blues had agreed a £35 million move for the player, who was then at Atletico Madrid. He has gone from strength to strength since finalizing the move to Porto, and United know him well after he scored twice against them during Porto's 3-3 draw with the Red Devils in a Europa League clash earlier this season. Porto left-back Moura started the game too and played the full 90 minutes, and now United could be ready to make a bid for the two players, who both joined the club in the summer transfer window. However, the report adds that United won't be able to make a roaring trade for new signings next month, and instead these are weeks for Amorim to do crucial intel gathering. United's desire for a new forward and left-back has been well documented. The club signed Joshua Zirkzee for around £53 million, but the team have struggled to score goals this season, while left-back has been a problem area after losing Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia to long-term injuries. Amorim has also been strongly linked with bringing Gyökeres to Old Trafford after his incredible season last year that saw him net 43 goals from 50 appearances. However, the coach insisted he would not raid his old side in January and may have to wait until next season if he wants to sign the Swedish star, who is said to have an £83 million release clause. Agahoa would not be a bad alternative. He's already blitzed 13 goals from just 16 appearances in all competitions for Porto, building on his last season on loan at Alaves when he scored 8 times from 35 outings. Ruben Amorim promises to find a solution in bid to keep Amad Diallo at Manchester United. Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has promised that he will find a way to keep Amad Diallo at the club, even as the player approaches free agency. Amad is currently in the final few months of his contract at United, and unless terms of a new deal can be agreed soon, he will be free to open talks with other clubs from January. He will then be able to leave on a free in the summer. A recent report covered by the People's Person relayed that a new deal for the Ivorian is a high priority for Amorim. Now, the Portuguese coach has confirmed as much. He told reporters in the embargoed section of his presser ahead of Wednesday's clash with Arsenal, "I think Amad wants to stay, and we want him to stay. So that's clear, and we will find a solution." Amorim pinpointed Amad's versatility as one of his greatest strengths. "That's one of the great advantages of Amad, for me. He's very good playing in that position, but also playing between the lines because he has good control and he seems faster with the ball than without the ball. So he's capable of playing in both positions, and he can play in different systems. In the future, maybe we will play in a different system, so he's the kind of player we need in the team." As Amorim prepares to extend his unbeaten start to life at Old Trafford, he issued a warning that difficult days still lie ahead of the Red Devils. He insisted that he and his team will be found out in some matches. "I want to say different things, but I have to say it again. The storm will come. We are going to have difficult moments, and we will be found out in some games. And I know that because I'm knowing my players and I know football. So I understand the difference between the teams. We are in the point that we are putting simple things in the team without training. And you feel it. Against Everton, they were changing the way they were building up. They are a very good team, and we had a lot of problems because you cannot change by calling one thing to the captain. We don't have this training. So let's focus on each game, on the performance, what we have to improve to win games. That is the focus. I know it's hard to be a Manchester United coach and say these things in press conferences. He added, "We want to win all the time, no matter what. We are going to try to win, but we know we are in a different point if you compare us to Arsenal. It is what it is. We will try to win and go with confidence to win, but we know we need to play very well to win the next football match." Amorim said about his Arsenal counterpart Mikel Arteta, "He's an amazing job. Sometimes coaches are just judged on the titles, but what he's been doing at Arsenal, I think it's been amazing. He's transformed the team. He's brought in some youngsters that are now big talents in this country. I hope to have the same mindset in the difficult moments.